You're watching Moments with Jill Walker. Today, I'm talking about remodeling. Well, I'm at our Mattoon church, and I'll show you another video when we get this completely remodeled. But here's a little bit what it looks like. We got rid of the pews. In our Lovington church, we still have the pews. And of course, the Lovington church has stained glass windows. We were told by someone that used to live next door to this church that there used to be stained glass windows in this church, and my husband added that. But another congregation added before us polyglass windows. And so we put the covering over it to make it look prettier. But we'll probably change that as well on the windows. And then we gave away the pews, and right now we temporarily just have folding chairs. But I just ordered some new padded textured like chairs. So they'll be nice. The lock kind, the steel lock kind of padded chairs. We're getting new carpet. Get rid of this green. And touch it up some, accent a lot of rubbed oil bronze. We got some new doors as well. I'll show you that right behind me. These are the doors that we recently put in right here, and the same one on the west side of the building. And this is our sound room right here where Steve works and my husband. But why would I talk about remodeling? Well, because we're remodeling the church. And let me show you some things here in the back room. This is the sanctuary. And again, this is just temporary with these chairs that's in here because we're getting some really nice ones that are padded. So this is the back room here, and you can see the mess of remodeling. We're not moving. We are remodeling. We'll have a sensor light in the bathroom. We have a great big handicapped bathroom now. Well, for us, it's big. We're a fairly small church. But this is the restroom right now. And of course, we're still in the process of remodeling, as you can tell. Right, we knocked out a wall and made it bigger and made it handicap access with the door and with the sink. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited. And let me show you our main worker here, the only worker that's done all this single-handed. It's Cody. Give him a hand. Anyway, I wanted to talk about remodeling. And of course, there's no Bible verses that says the word remodel, but it does say in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 1, "For we know that if our earthly house was dissolved, we have a building of God, a house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens." That's right. You see, the Bible tells us that we are the temple of the Holy Spirit in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, and also in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, I believe it's verse 19. It says that we are the temple of the Holy Spirit. For if we know that if our earthly house was dissolved, we have a building of God, a house not made with hands. It's eternal in the heavens. And some of our loved ones are there and our friends right now. 1 Corinthians 3:9 says, "For we are God's fellow workers. You are God's field, God's building." Like I was saying, we're the temple of the Holy Spirit when we become born again, aren't we? And so just like Cody is working on this, and then we've hired electrician Dean is going to be coming over and putting in possibly candlelights in the sanctuary and getting rid of these. We're going to have a cable that will be holding this east wall together. Look at that. Yeah, this sanctuary is over 100 years old. So we're going to have a cable run across from the east side to the west side, because the west side is also coming apart just a little bit, isn't it? And we've had some people up in the attic to confirm why it's coming apart. But we're going to fix it. But this is over 100 years old in this sanctuary. You see, even humans rarely live to be over 100 years old. There's a few. Because as a building ages, it needs more repair and more work to keep it stable, just like this sanctuary. As we get older, you'll realize that this body is not eternal. Just like this sanctuary and other parts of the building will be remodeled, inside, God is like remodeling us every day, changing us from glory to glory. taking out the old, putting in the new. It says in Hebrews chapter 3, verse 4, for every house is built by someone, but the builder of all things is God. And finally, Philippians 1:6 is a verse that just keeps going in my mind when I was preparing this devotional today. Being confident of this very thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. Philippians 1:6, let me read it again. Being confident of this very thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. Will you let God do the remodeling in your heart? Yes. Are you ready to let him continue to do that good work in you? Oh, we're ready to receive the things that we want from God, that we've asked him for. Everybody wants that. But what if he gets out some things that we want to resist and hold on to? Say, but God, I want to hold on to that. Can't you remodel somewhere else in my heart? I want to hold on to that. You see, when you remodel a building, there's memories of some of your past. But to make it look beautiful and even better, some things we just have to let go, don't we? That's right. Some things we just don't have room for anymore either. And you know, I want Jesus, by his Holy Spirit, who comes and lives and dwells within me, to envelop every part of my body, soul, and spirit. I want him to take out all the old junk and continue to put in the new and keep remodeling on this temple of the Holy Spirit. How about you? You've been watching Moments with Jill Walker. God bless you today.